Hello friends and welcome. This is Katie. Thanks so much for stopping by. I am back with another project for Maker Forte, and we're continuing on with our Christmas cards, and today I've got a pretty little wintry scene. We're going to make a cool winter blend, if you will, and we're going to stamp with some white pigment ink. This is great white pigment ink if you're looking for a nice solid white ink to stamp with. Okay, so we're going to use neon lights to start with. This is a hot pressed watercolor paper that I'm using. It's Strathmore 500 series, and it's very affordable, one of my favorites to use, and I highly recommend this or any other hot pressed watercolor paper, 100% cotton preferably, for ink blending. And you're going to, as you watch me do the blends and add the colors, you're going to see why. It really blends nicely. If you get some splotches, when you're starting off ink blending, you're learning to ink blend, or even experienced ink blenders, I get splotches. You're going to see that they're easy to blend out. So definitely recommend that. The other thing I want to mention for ink blending is slow and steady wins the race. I speed these videos up 2 times at least. In some cases, sometimes I do more, but generally it's 2 times. And so I don't ink blend this fast. I don't think anybody can ink blend this fast. But take your time. Don't be in a rush. You're going to get the best blends when you take your time and when you use the right paper. I ink blend on regular cardstock and things. I show that in videos too, but I really like and prefer to do it on my hot press watercolor paper. Just sometimes I don't always have it. I have to order more. And so I just pull out the regular white cardstock. But here's where you're going to see it shine, because you can see that purple is streaky, which I'm totally okay with. That's kind of the look that I'm going for. I want an uneven look to my purple and blue. But as I come in with the purple, you can see I'm trying to fade it up towards the top so we still have a lightness to the blue at the top. And so I take that blue blending brush you see there on the desk, and I do come in and blend down and push that color back down. And it blends the purple and the blue together really nice. I'm not sure if I showed the other purple, but that is sugar plum. Some of mine have labels and some don't, which is totally fine. They're underneath. But those are the 2 purples that I'm using. So the other thing I want to mention is I'm using Color Hive inks. So just grab whatever light blues that you have in your stash. I'm using Neon Lights, Blue Raspberry, and Icy Mist. And then grab some light purples. Again, sugar plum I'm using, and grape. But you see how nicely the blend is happening on the hot press watercolor paper. So I always mention it, and I'll link it up down below, but I can't recommend hot press watercolor paper enough. So here we are with our Snow Down the Lane stamp. It's a nice little rubber stamp, and I'm inking it up with Snow Flurry's white pigment ink. If you're looking for a good solid pigment ink, and I've tried a bunch, this is it. Hands down, the best pigment ink out there. White pigment ink, out there. Now that's 2 stampings. We're going to let it dry. Now this is a new cardstock called Snow Willow, and it's a nice shimmery white cardstock. And now I'm just taking some of the Snow Flurry's white reinker, and I have water on my fan brush. I just dipped it in my bottle, and it's not drippy, so I didn't want to thin that reinker out too much so we can get some extra snowflakes there. Little liquid glue. This frame I cut out from, I have these frame dies that give you a rectangle and a frame, a nice thin frame, and they're from Ellen Hudson. And I thought that would be really pretty to frame this in, and with that shimmery white cardstock. And then this is from the Holiday Seals stamp set, inked up with the Eclipse Black 3 times, and adding it to an A2 size navy blue card base. I love how soft this is. you know, it's nice to have different color combinations for Christmas instead of your traditional colors, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Thanks so much for joining me today. I hope you have a fantastic day. Check the description box below and check out Maker Forte's Facebook group and share what you guys are making. We'd love to see what you guys are doing. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll catch you in the next video.